Tiger fans are on their feet.
As they should be.
He pulls it in for the 25-yard touchdown. In Erie, Colorado, you are title town today. Tigers are on top by 2 scores.
Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network for this state championship game at the University of Denver, and we're excited to bring it to you live here on the Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. Alongside me is Dylan Richardson for this state championship matchup between the two titans of 4A lacrosse, the 1 seed, the Cheyenne Mountain Red Tail Hawks, and the 2 seed, your Erie Tigers. And well, we've already seen this matchup several times over the last couple of years. Erie, let's go back to last year, the regular season finale. Erie knocks off Cheyenne Mountain to win the league title, and they ultimately end up, well, league champs. You feel good, but then you see Cheyenne Mountain in the semifinals. They drop a tough one, 9-7, and then Cheyenne Mountain would go on to win the state championship over Erie Academy. Fast forward to this year, Erie taking on Cheyenne Mountain in an all-time first half. Back and forth, neither team got up by more than 2 goals, and it just felt like we were going to have an epic finish. And then the Tigers really struggled. Only 2 goals in that second half. They were shut out in the fourth quarter. Cheyenne Mountain scores 3 in the fourth. They win it 10-6. And so if you're Erie, you're hoping you can reverse the roles. You lost, or you won in the regular season last year, lost in the playoffs. Can you reverse the roles? You lost in the regular season. Can you come back, get what some, I guess, would consider the upset, and then ultimately walk away with the state championship? And, well, Dylan, you've watched both teams in warm-up. Just some early thoughts here in this one.
Well, I think Cheyenne Mountain, they've looked good in warm-up so far. They've been firing on net well. Goaltender's been a little shaky, but anything can happen once game time starts. Tigers, they look pretty relaxed, pretty loose as well on the other side. Colin Selters has made some very solid saves in warm-ups, but to be honest, this could be anybody's game. This is going to be very exciting to watch and very exciting to call with you.
And we are pumped to bring it to you. We'll have the audio call. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you a little bit more set up for this clash between the Erie Tigers and the Cheyenne Mountain Red Tail Hawks.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility, and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Kicking off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest.
Hey, Vern.
Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell?
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network as we are just about ready for the opening face-off here. I think they'll introduce both teams and have the national anthem. We talked a little bit about the path to get here. We talked about this matchup before. Let's talk a little bit about the Erie Tigers. Erie, their 5th season, really 4th if you think about kind of COVID wiping out a season. And in all 4 years, they felt like they had a roster that could win a state championship, but they couldn't ever quite crest the mountain and get to this game. Well, they're finally here, and the question is, what do you do once you get here? And Dylan, we talked a little bit about this off air. Sometimes state championship games can be real duds, but it seems like when Erie's in a state championship game, it's a classic whether it goes our way or not.
Yeah, you had the classic state championship game in football 2 years ago now, I guess. That was a thriller to the very last snap. You had softball the year before I came into high school. That was a barn burner. And then you told me about the state championship year before that against Palmer Ridge, and I wasn't there to experience it, but that was an exciting event, and hopefully we get another one today.
An unusual game. You had Erie lose to Valor in the state championship in heartbreaking fashion. So it just seems like when Erie gets to a state championship game, you never know what type of shenanigans are in store. And so they are introducing the starting lineups here tonight. Some of the leading scorers to look out for both teams, of course. For the Erie Tigers, they are led by junior Charlie O'Brien, 66 goals, 43 assists, 109 points on the season. Liam Connors, he's got 49 goals, the future DU commit who will play on this field. He's got 29 assists. Ryan Burns, 40 goals, your 3 leading goal scorers for these Erie Tigers. And you know what? One thing that Coach Mandia mentioned that is special about this venue, he said a lot of players on this roster have grown up playing lacrosse on this field, so they feel very comfortable in this environment, and we'll see if that pays dividends here today. For the Cheyenne Mountain Red-Tail Hawks, their leading goal scorers on the season, we'll start with their senior Wyatt Furta, 40 goals. They spread it out pretty good. They have 5 players that have scored 30 or more goals, including Papa, Weinstein, Walsh, and Dingbaum, and it was Walsh that lit up the Tigers last time these two teams locked up. So should be a pretty good one here today. They're still introducing the starting lineups. The weather a little bit smoky, but very comfortable, very warm. You look at this field, just an interesting setting. You got downtown in the background, the sports complexes here at DU. You had graduation going on with the bells chiming, and the whole place was packed trying to get in for a little bit. And so maybe a little bit late start here for this, as it is 5 o'clock, and we'll get started here in just a moment. But you wonder, how will Erie in their first state championship game come out? Will they be tight? Will they be loose? How does Cheyenne Mountain react? They have been here before. At this, they are no longer the team looking to hunt down other teams. They're the team with the target on their back. How do they handle that?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting dynamic here. As you mentioned, Cheyenne Mountain's already won a state championship last year. New setting for them. Last year was at Eagle Crest, I believe. But this is going to be fun. This is going to be interesting. Tigers, if they come out loose, they have a very good chance to get out to an early lead and hold a lead. On the other hand, if they come out tight and gripping their sticks a little bit too hard, Cheyenne Mountain could take advantage and run away with the state title possibly.
Yeah, one of the issues that Erie had in that first matchup against Cheyenne Mountain, in the second half, they could not clear the ball. I mean, it felt like they got maybe 3 shots off on net. I'm sure it ended up being more than that, but that's how it felt up in the booth, is that Erie couldn't even settle into any type of rhythm offensively. They couldn't clear the ball. They were losing ground balls. They were losing face-offs, and they just were basically stonewalled for almost the entirety of the second half. How do the adjustments carry over into this one? Should be an interesting one. We'll take one more timeout. When we come back, we'll have the face-off for the 4A state championship game here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Every empty seat at a concert, game, or special event is a missed opportunity to say thank you to America's heroes. Donate your extra tickets to VetTix. Give something to those who gave. Go to vettix.org.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation. And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. They are still introducing the lineup, so we'll quickly run down the rosters as well for both of these squads here real quick. For the Tigers, number 1, Carson Evans, a defenseman. Number 2, Seth Mendenhall. He's a junior. Ryan Burns, a senior forward. Trent Trushier, a defensive midfielder. Sean Davidson, a senior defenseman. Owen Karras, he's one of the senior captains on this team. Number 7, Davis Mundy, a junior forward. Cooper Riley, a sophomore. Alex Janata, he's a senior face-off specialist. Marcus Vach, and I don't know what year he is. We don't have that. Aiden Hill, he's a defensive sophomore. Charlie O'Brien, a junior on the central attack. Aiden Quam, a midfielder. I believe Aiden is a junior. Tyler Shivakula is a sophomore. Sam Beach, the backup goaltender, a sophomore. Trey Kana, defensive mid, he's a senior. Ashton Karch, a junior. Kyan Goshorn, a defenseman. Davis Quam, a freshman. Parker Pruitt, a freshman. Liam Connors, number 22, a junior. Hudson Den Hartog, a defensive stalwart along that back end. He is a junior. Colin Selters, the goalie, a 5'9" senior. Braylon Engelhardt, he's a defenseman and a freshman. Cooper Anderson, a senior. Jace Curley, a junior. Camden Swan, a sophomore, and Ben Herbeski round out your Erie Tigers. For the Cheyenne Mountain Indians, you have Brixton Clark, a sophomore. Number 3 is Anthony Descario. He's a senior. Axel Schroeder, a sophomore. Number 5, Evan Longwell, a sophomore. Number 6, Hank Walsh, a senior. Number 7, Thomas Burkett, a junior. Number 8, Riley Gannett, a junior. Number 10, Stephen Dingbaum, a senior. Maddie Kelleher, a senior. Casey Freeman, a senior. Garrett Wellens, a senior. Braden Morrison, a senior. Kevin Papa, a senior. Walter Cameron, a freshman. Wyatt Furta, a senior. Matthew Peterson, a senior. Fletcher Satoris, a senior. Logan Mika, a junior. Will Weinstein, a junior. Weber Roel, a freshman. Kale Parthen, a senior. Devin McFarland, a senior. Connor Cavany, a freshman. Samus Sowalis, a sophomore. And Ty Bogman, a senior. And finally, Trey Harder, a sophomore. And one thing that really sticks out there, a ton of seniors on that Cheyenne Mountain roster. Not a ton on the Erie roster, so certainly they have the experience edge. We are going to join the system in live here for the national anthem.
For tonight's game are David Malmquist, Drake Gunter, David Hirschman, Gary Elston, Nick Landon, and legend Mark Juice Juicy. Please, ladies, as a reminder, all spectators are expected to respect the integrity and judgment of tonight's game officials. Treating the officials with respect, even if you disagree with their judgment, will enhance the overall
Well, we
experience
still
of
are
the
waiting
national
for the
championship.
national anthem. We
Tonight's
thought that was
championship is
about
all
to take
the
place. We
athletes
still
involved
think it
in the
will.
contest.
But
Please
just in
be
case you're wondering what the heck
respectful of
happened,
them, your
we are trying to
opponents,
pick up the
and the
PA
contest
audio.
officials.
And we're still not sure. Here we go, I
And
think.
now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
There was the national anthem. And, well, we are just moments away now from face-off. Tiger fans, don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us at Erie Tiger Media on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Be sure to check those out. Also, be sure to like this YouTube channel, or like, rather, this video, and subscribe to the Erie Tiger Network, and hit the notification icon so you can be notified anytime we are live. So, well, it is game time here, and a pretty good crowd showing up for both sides. You can already feel a little bit of the tension. The game hasn't quite started. I'm sure that will carry in. I always feel like the state championship game, the tension real thick through the first 5 minutes or so. Then things start to feel like a normal game for a little bit. Man, it ratchets up if it's close in that fourth quarter. So should have a good one here today. These two teams both coming into today at very similar records. In fact, exact same records, 15-3. And so the Cheyenne Mountain Red-Tail Hawks, they're wearing white jerseys with maroon numbers and silver helmets. The Tigers are wearing silver or dark gray uniforms, rather, with bright orange shorts and orange helmets. And both teams coming out to face each other here at midfield before we get this one started. And both teams lining up. They'll face each other. give each other a little bit of respect in the national sport of Canada. You got to start off in a friendly way, I guess.
Something like that.
And Tigers, their starting lineup out there, the usual starters. If you watch, I see Carson Evans, Charlie O'Brien, Liam Connors, Davis Mundy, Hudson Den Hartog, Alex Janata out there. Looks like Colin Selters, obviously, starting in net. Who else we got out there? Aiden Hill will start on defense for the Tigers. And Braylon Englehart, the freshman, starting. Ashton Karch out there as well. And I believe that's your starting lineup for Erie. On your, I don't know, what do you call it? Your radio dial, your swiping screen.
Radio dial.
The Tigers will be going from left to right. And Cheyenne Mountain, obviously, the opposite way. And we are looking out toward downtown Denver from where we stand, kind of on the mezzanine next to the press box. And here we go, the opening face-off from the University of Denver. And we are underway as the face-off will roll around. Still a ground ball. Karch had it for a moment, couldn't quite pick it up, so the face-off is collected by Cheyenne Mountain, and they will walk it up the field. That's Ferda with it. Ferda will drop it off toward the midfield to Freeman. And back to Hank Walsh. He was the Tiger killer in that first matchup. A slew of goals as Stefan Dingbaum now with it. Over on the right side, Cheyenne Mountain wheeling it around, working it from the outside. Now they'll switch it up toward midfield. Now the midfield circle. Hanging on to that is Walsh. Taking a long run from the midfield circle on the far side is Dingbaum. He'll race in, being defended and walled off there by the Tigers. He'll cycle it backward for Walsh. Walsh will run in now into the X behind the net. He'll wheel it off onto the near side to Papa. Papa up on top. That will be Ferda with it, hanging out on the left wing. Ferda jaunting down, about even with the goal. Now he'll race in toward net, being blocked away defensively. Karch in there. Ferda will dump it in, and he spun around, and they will call that a good goal. Colin Selter said that he was in the crease, but it is a good goal there. And who was that? Ferda on the goal?
I believe so. That was a good first offensive possession for the Hawks. Tigers got beat inside there, and they just buried it, and Cheyenne Mountain gets the early momentum.
That was Wyatt Ferda on the shot. So first shot, first goal of the game, and Cheyenne Mountain leads it 1-0 here. A little over a minute in, and a little false start there for the Tigers on the faceoff, so they will award that faceoff win to Cheyenne Mountain, and they will have back-to-back possessions of attack here. Weinstein will bring it in here on the left side. Off to Walsh. Walsh will sling it to the far side for Dingbaum. He'll play catch with Walsh. Back to the near side is Weinstein, and it's just a three-man game up near the midline circle. Now running in right side is Dingbaum. Dingbaum will wheel it back out centrally to Walsh as they continue to work the three-man game on the outside. Little spin move, jarring free, long shot off the stick of Selters, and a goal. And that was a long shot that found its way. Selters had some time, and he's frustrated with himself as he couldn't quite gather that one.
Yeah, that's a nice little move there by Weinstein, getting himself into a scoring position. Tigers, they need to win a faceoff here. They need an offensive possession badly.
Will Weinstein, the goal. And how does Erie face a 2-0 deficit here? I tell you what, Colin Selter's a little bit tight in net. I think, you know, now you're in the game. You've given up a couple shots. You need to get that first save, and he'll settle down. Loose ball is picked up by the Red Tail Hawks, and right now, 3 for 3 is Cheyenne Mountain from the face-off dot, and they are trying to make it 3 for 3 in offensive possession. So Erie has not had an offensive possession as we are now at the 10-minute mark here in the first quarter. 2-0 lead here for Cheyenne Mountain as they work it around the outside edges to Papa now at the X. Papa will swim past Evans, trying to get to the front of the net. Papa's ball is jarred free, and that one is picked up, and the other way go the Tigers. Good job defensively, Hudson Den Hartog. He'll try and throw it up. That ball bounces all the way, and a miscue on the pass and a turnover for the Tigers, and right back. And a miscue there. Keeping it in for a moment was Cheyenne Mountain. Janata's trying to pick it off the turf, And a little bit of sloppy possession there by both teams, and Janata lost it. Almost surprised Erie didn't call a timeout there. Janata was triple teamed and no one was there in support. Now Cheyenne Mountain will settle it down to the offensive zone. And frustrating for the Tigers. They just can't quite hold on to that ball.
Yeah, they're definitely having some struggles here early. Definitely gripping the stick a little bit tight, and Cheyenne Mountain's jumped out to a lead.
Ding Bong from the left side trying to probe his way in. Underhand shot, partially deflected, and Selters will pick that one up for the Tigers, and the Tigers will try to clear the ball here. Something they struggled with in that second half against Cheyenne Mountain. In the back half of the field, a nice little move going around the defender was Cooper Anderson. He'll sprint it into the offensive zone. Anderson will now take his time. Looked like he might race toward the net, and the referees are blowing their whistle, and Coach Mandia wants a timeout. So down 2-0 here with 8:35 remaining in the first quarter of play. The Tigers trail it. This is their first offensive possession of the game. And Tigers, well, just looking a little tight to me. Just a little bit like they don't want to make a mistake. And tell you what, in these games, you got to play with reckless abandon and with no fear.
Yeah, both of those goals really came off of miscues by the long sticks of the Tigers. Good moves by the forwards for Cheyenne Mountain. Made some spin moves, beat them on the inside. The first goal, Selters really never had a chance on. The second one just went off the stick of his goal stick and went in. Unfortunate bounce for the Tigers, but if they can get one here, they can get themselves back into the game possibly.
Yeah, really feels like they gotta cut this lead in half. By the way, in a moment here, Dylan Richardson may take over play-by-play for about 2 minutes as I make sure that my insurance claim on my car is correct. That gives us a moment. Hey, I tell you what, Jeannie Holst is my State Farm agent. I've had State Farm. The hail has been a nightmare, but State Farm has been great to deal with. So be sure to check out Jeannie Holst online at jeannieholst.com. There you go. That's got to be the best all-time plug on the ATN because it's a real one. All right, here we go. Out of the timeout, Tigers with the ball. Ryan Burns playing catch with Owen Karras. Burns from the left side will attack in on that left side. Ball is chopped out of his pocket, and Dylan's going to have to take over for just a second.
Now, great play there by Cheyenne Mountain as that pass. They get across midfield now for Walsh. Tigers a little bit upset there, but Cheyenne Mountain will get into the offensive zone cleanly, looking to make this a 3-goal game. Now near side is Weinstein. Weinstein dumps it deep for Mika. Weinstein again at the top. Not much movement for the red-tailed Hawks here. Weinsteins will move it behind for Walsh. Walsh in the X. He'll make a move near side. He'll shoot to the side, and it'll go the other way. Just a missed shot there from Walsh, and I believe Selters was the closest to that. Great play by Colin Selters out of the net. Tigers will get possession.
Tigers have to come away with a good shot or a goal here. Have to. Selters is going to run it up himself. No one's going to pick him up. He'll bring it in. No one's going to pick him up. He'll shoot. Selters just wings it wide. O'Brien closest to it. Gotta love that, though. Collins said, hey, if no one wants to pick me up, I'll take the shot.
Yeah, I like that a lot. He tried to do it in the one game I commentated a couple weeks ago. Didn't quite get the goal to go. That was a nice shot there, just sailed wide.
Now O'Brien with it at the X. O'Brien wheeling out toward the right side, trying to dump it off. It's on the carpet now, picked up by Evans, or excuse me, that was Karras. Now on the near side, it's Riley Cooper. Coop with it. Now near side pass for Liam Connors. Got to get him going if you're Erie. Liam will spin, has the whole stick knocked out of his hand, lost the ball and picked up by Cheyenne Mountain. And once again, the Tigers just aren't getting shots on the net.
Yeah, Tigers, they just need to put something on net here. Force the goaltender for Cheyenne Mountain to make a save here.
So Cheyenne Mountain in on the attacking side. That's Wyatt Furta with it. He'll throw it into the X. Back out to the near side. Tigers trail at 2-0, 6:12 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Now near midfield. Making his run is Dingbaum. Dingbaum will spin, being shielded off there by Cooper Riley. He'll wheel it off on the far side. Hill chasing the offensive player. Long shot. And that one whistles high. That was Casey Freeman on the shot. And now Kevin Papa with it on the near side. Papa will wheel his way back to the near side. Papa in on front, and he lost it, and Selters picked it up. Tried to maybe make a pass and was chopped out of his stick, and it was picked up there nicely.
I think that was a great play by Englehart on the inside, and Tigers, they need a score here.
Burns racing in, saw Englehart in class today, was very excited for this game. Freshman making a huge impact this year for the Tigers defensively. Now Cooper Riley with it. Cooper, see if the Tigers can just calm down here. They have, in the last now really half an hour of play against Cheyenne Mountain, have not generated offense, and they're even struggling. They went way out toward midfield before Riley got that to Karras. Now Karras attacking from the left side. Karras looking for a pass, gets it in behind the net. That's Burns with it behind the net. Burns back to Karras, and that one just goes wide. Closest to it is Davis Mundy, and Mundy will take it out of bounds here for the Tigers. Mundy will bring it in, cradles it with his stick, now wheels it off to the near side of Cooper Riley. Riley holding it off on the right side. He'll jog down even with the goal here. Now a dangerous pass as Charlie O'Brien covered closely way behind the net near the end line there, and now he'll run it back out. You can tell who Cheyenne Mountain is keen on, and that's Charlie O'Brien. The jitterbug makes one move, trying to get to the front of the net, going low. Jump shot goes high and wide, and closest to it is Liam Connors.
Yeah, that was a heck of a job getting a shot off there by O'Brien. He had two Hawks draped all over him.
Hawks lead it 2-0, 4:15 remaining here in the first quarter play. Liam Connors to get reset here for the Tigers. Covered there defensively by Peterson. Connors trying to get to the front. Low shot deflected, never got through on net. And now Davis Mundy trying to chase down Thomas Burkett, who's trying to clear it here for Cheyenne Mountain. Finds a man in the middle, and Cheyenne Mountain will successfully clear this. A big shot there by Burns trying to chop the ball out. Burns chopping. But doing a good job shielding off was Will Weinstein, the first goal scorer of this game, and it's still 2-0 with Cheyenne Mountain possessing the ball. Cheyenne Mountain near the midline circle, now racing in toward the net. No one picking him up. Dumping it right into the corner was Hank Walsh, and that was some tough defense for the Tigers, and they might wave this goal off. We're watching the officials right now. Nope, they call it a good goal, and Walsh makes it 3-0 with 3:28 left to go here in quarter number one. A 3-0 Hawk lead here in this state championship game, and so the Tigers got to find some momentum here. They'll send Ashton Karch out to take the face-off.
Yeah, and the Tigers, the real difference maker in this game has been Cheyenne Mountain has been able to muddy up the lanes in the offensive zone, and the Tigers have not been able to do that, and that is how Cheyenne Mountain has gotten all three of their goals so far, just going to the net unobstructed.
And the Tigers finally come away with a face-off win. That bounced about 7 times before it was finally picked up. Janata was in on it, and it was finally scooped up there by Karch, and now the Tigers waiting for the personnel to match what they want as Connors has it out near midfield. He'll cycle it across the line to Karras. Karras standing right in the midfield circle and playing catch there with Cooper Riley. Now Cooper has it. Jogging off onto the right side. Back up top for Burns. Left side for Karras. Karras trying to sprint in toward net. He'll throw it behind the net to Mundy. Now O'Brien catches near side. kind of even with the goal, and he'll back his way all the way out near the sideline. Now starting to run, trying to get some space, spins in toward the middle, running toward the middle, pivots, looking for a man, dumps it off on the near side, and Tigers almost mishandle the ball there, and Charlie O'Brien picks it up. And man, this Cheyenne Mountain defense is just not allowing Erie to get any shot that is a good look. 2:06 remaining here in the first. It's 3-0 Hawks over the Tigers here in the first quarter of the state championship game. O'Brien has it. Jitters to his left. Wheels it off. Connors, a long shot, rifled in, a good save that time. It caroms around, it hit off the referee, picked up by Burns behind the net. Now Burns with it.
Good first save from Keller.
Burns lost it, got it chopped out of his stick. Ball still on the ground, and Tigers were trying to chop it away, but just a turnover there. Quickly the other way goes Cheyenne Mountain, and that pass goes wayward, and the spin on it will cause it to chase out of bounds and back to Erie.
That was a fortunate play for the Tigers there. After a fortunate bounce in the offensive zone off the referee, Tigers just turned it over. Burns didn't quite know where the ball went.
Tigers, too many shots, 20 yards from net. Have not been able to get anywhere inside as there's an overthrow. Ball still on the ground, and Erie just cannot pick up the loose change. It's scooped back into the middle, and it's still loose, and O'Brien tried to chop it free, and now Cheyenne Mountain will successfully bring it across, and Erie just, I don't know what the issue is in terms of the clearance against Cheyenne Mountain. There's a lot of pressure on whoever has the ball, but they just have been unable to kind of figure out just how to maintain that possession across the midfield in the offensive zone. Now Cheyenne Mountain with it behind at the X. They'll wheel it out to the near side. Little fake pass there. Dingbaum has it toward the middle. Tried to shove it off near side. Ball's on the carpet. Fighting for it. Tigers and Hawks, and Erie will come up with it. And they're trying to sprint it across midfield here.
20 seconds left.
20 seconds left. Englehart with it. Drops it off to Mundy. The one-handed stick grab by Mundy. Now wheels it in. That's Connors with it. Peeks at the clock. Runs around. Shot goes wide. And that wasn't close. I think that was just kind of misfired by Connors. He got into a good spot. That was the best look for Erie. Connors just couldn't quite square it up on frame. 7 seconds left here. O'Brien spins in toward the circle. Fake the pass. Now shoots. Oh, right into the kind of the face mask of the goalie there for Cheyenne Mountain. And that will end the first quarter of play. So a nice save there at the end. Couple saves there for Kelleher, and it is Cheyenne Mountain on top of Erie 3-0. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Welcome back in Erie Tiger Network as we start quarter number 2 here in the Lacrosse State Championship game. It's Erie versus Cheyenne Mountain, and it's a 3-0 lead here for Cheyenne Mountain. Erie started to look a little bit better there toward the end of the quarter. A couple more shots in on net, And then Dylan was saying, I think Erie's got to play a little bit faster.
Yeah, they definitely got some major space there working off the quick rush with little time left. Connors just found himself almost by himself and just shot it wide. But if the Tigers can move fast, they can maybe create some space and get themselves back in the game.
So here comes the face-off, start of quarter number 2, and a clean one there for Janata, and he's racing right in, and Connors will actually step back. Thought you might had a chance there to take a quick peek at a goal, but Connors will reset and let the personnel, and Tigers will try and get something that they want. Liam Connors, he will play his college lacrosse right here in this field. He's got a clear path toward net. He winds up, and fires it high, and we've seen Connors misfire a couple times tonight, and that's one of those where maybe over trying a little bit in a big game. That's one of those, you just get one of those, and suddenly the confidence soars. And Dylan, we probably overstate this on the Erie Tiger Network, but confidence for 16 and 17-year-olds, it's like a miracle drug.
Yeah, Tigers on that possession, they found a ton of space. Connors just found himself a clear lane to the net, and he took the shot, just unfortunately missed.
Tigers on the reset. Mundy with it behind the net. Up top for Connors on the right side. Connors dancing, gets to the right side, fires it, and that one just above the crossbar. And they're going to say that Cheyenne Mountain was the closest to it. Erie fans absolutely disgusted with the call. Davis Mundy was close, but it was a tough one to tell. That one, you need to use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out who was the closest one there. Now Cheyenne Mountain racing back in on net, saved by Selters, and a big save for Selters, his best of the game. The Tigers need that. They need just an infusion, a spark of confidence, as there's a bouncer and a big hit. And doing push-ups there was Owen Karras after he got decked to the turf.
Yeah, Tigers need to take advantage of a miscue there by the Hawks.
So the hit will keep it here with Erie. Connors with it now, and he'll run it out toward midfield and wait for Cooper Riley to jog onto the field. Cooper being harassed, hitting the helmet a couple times, near side for Burns. Got to get Burns going as well. Mundy. We typically see Charlie O'Brien back there behind the net, so a little wrinkle here for the Tigers. Mundy with it, trying to get out front, looking for a cutter. Now gets it to Connors, who's right at the X, standing right behind the net. No one from Cheyenne Mountain guarding him. Nice pass to Burns, and just whistles it wide. Oh, man, the Tigers have started to find something offensively, but just haven't found the one thing they need to find, which is the back of the net.
Yeah, finally putting shots towards the net. Not really anything on net so far in this quarter, but good looks for the Tigers.
Connors with it. Connors off to O'Brien. O'Brien from behind the net, racing out to the near side. O'Brien thought about the jump, lost the ball, gets chopped away. He's trying to hustle down and track it. He does. And the future Catamount will pick it up and attack from the near side. O'Brien trying to get to the middle, throws it high for Cooper Riley, and Riley will pick it up. Doesn't get too far from him. Tigers trying to force it into the middle here, and the Hawk defense has collapsed really well. Now Karras with it. Karras trying to sprint in. Karras got the ball knocked away. That one traveling behind the net, and it's picked up by Kelleher for Cheyenne Mountain, and they will run it the other way. Tigers trying to hit the stick there of Ferda, but attacking more with their hands and their feet. Now Ferda racing in, almost stumbled. Ferda fires it just top shelf and buries it home, and Wyatt Ferda makes it a 2-0 game a 4-0 game with 9 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. I was typing number 2 for second quarter, and I said 2-0. Well, can't do that. So 4-0, and man, the Tigers just being held scoreless right now.
Yeah, that's a tough goal to give up. Tigers were dominating play to come starting out of the quarter, and then just Ferda runs down the field, finds some space in the middle, and shoots at top shelf over Selters.
So Janata, another clean face-off win. Janata races in. Janata bouncer, and easily saved by Kelleher. It was a good shot for too far out, so the bounce, plenty of time for Kelleher to react, and a timeout called with Cheyenne Mountain as they're trying to clear it, and both teams will jog to the sideline, and it'll be Hawks ball with a 4-0 lead. And man, Erie, they are just searching for that first glimmer of hope in this game.
Yeah, they've had chances. They've had way more chances this quarter than they had in the previous, but nothing going, not getting many shots on net. That Janata shot was their first shot on net of the quarter, and that was really a nothing ball there. Just an easy save for Kelleher, but they have been shooting the rock more than they were in the first quarter, but nothing going so far.
Janata can also win those face-offs. That would certainly help his cause.
I did like how Janata, he didn't take any time to slow it down. He just went for the shot. He had space and he went for it. And
yeah, it does feel like the Tigers are pressing a little too hard on their shots. And, you know, relax, confident and relaxed. That's what we say on the Erie golf team. Got to be confident and relaxed, and think that's what Erie could use a dose of here. Is right now they're staring a 4-0 deficit in the face with 8:43 left to go here in half number 1. So can Erie get a stop here against Cheyenne Mountain? Coming out of the timeout, it will be Matthew Peterson, the senior, and he'll zip it across the field, and there's Ding Bomb with it. Cheyenne Mountain now with it, walking in from midfield. Tiger defense a lot more compact than Cheyenne Mountain's, at least initially. Cheyenne Mountain, once Erie starts their runs, that's when they really compact down, but they've kind of spread it out. Not so much against Liam, but anytime Charlie has the ball way away from net, they really are pressing him. Left side pass, shot coming from a tough angle, and that goes wide, and that will stay. They will call that a shot.
I believe that caught iron, top side over Selters.
Cheyenne Mountain will run it in here. That's Walsh with it. Walsh swings it left side. Defended there by Den Hartog, and just a wayward pass and a big turnover there. Much needed for Erie fans. Selters will walk it up now for the Tigers, and we've seen him take it himself. Near side pass. Erie trying to get it across, and they will. And Erie wanted a penalty there, a little shot to the head of Cooper Anderson. Now to Janata, to Burns. That is, I think, maybe the X factor for the Tigers. They got to get Ryan Burns going.
They really need that first one here if you're the Tigers. First one could be huge.
Yeah, just one, and maybe you feel like you're in the game. Yeah, Karras with it, trying to use the screen of O'Brien. Karras in on net, bounced it just wide. And Connors, a full-on dive to save possession. The Cheyenne Mountain player who was actually behind the ref would have never saw him, said, I was closer to the end line there. But Connors laying all out saying, I am keeping this ball for my team no matter what. We need this possession. We need a goal. But another shot that goes wide for Erie. They just have not put anything on frame here. Connors in. Connors spins into the middle, being hit from behind, knocked to the turf. Erie fans wanted a call, but more than anything, it was just running into traffic and losing your balance. I think good no call there from the officials. Erie frustrated here. A lot of players on the offensive end looking up to the sky going, what do I need to do here to get a goal? We're 6.5 minutes till halftime. It's a 4-0 lead for Cheyenne Mountain. They're on the attack from behind the net. Hawks have it. That's Weinstein with it. Across for Walsh. Walsh from the middle, steps to his left, looked for a seam, doesn't have it, passes near side. Tigers trying to extend out, almost forced a turnover. It was good poise there by Cheyenne Mountain. That shot goes wide and will stay here. Is actually caught, just plucked off the bounce nicely by Walsh. So Walsh has it in his pocket. Walsh from the X, trying to get out front. That shot, I think Selters actually partially got that as it rolls out of bounds. It'll stay with Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah, good save by Selters. Walsh found himself with some space on the far side close to the net.
Now near side, on the attack, running towards center. Oh, wide open. Behind the back shot goes off the pipe. It was a fancy shot, but it doesn't find the net. And a big hit there by Selters. Ball still on the turf, and Cheyenne Mountain will gobble it up, but that was a dangerous loose ball, and Selters ran from his net and said, I will clean up the mess.
Yeah, I was real close to being a 5-0 lead for the Hawks.
Dingbaum with it. Tigers cannot relinquish here. Down 4-0, 5:16 remaining here in the quarter. They still have not found pay dirt. Cheyenne Mountain on the attack. Nice pass up top. Little fake inside, clear path. Oh, nice little deflection there right at the end. And Hartog got a stick in there, but ball's still on the turf. Selters is trying to get it, and finally the referee stopping play as there was some white jerseys in the crease trying to pick up that ball.
Yeah, that was a good save by Selters there as Weinstein moved in, found himself with some space in the slot, got a good shot off, but Selters denied it.
Tigers will get it across the midline here. That's Karras with it. Karras got it knocked away, but he'll pick it right off the turf. Tigers reset. Far side, Mundy with it. Mundy to Connors behind the net. Connors looking for a cutter. Will use the screen of Burns, and they're going to call a illegal screen, an interference, calling that screen from Burns.
That was pretty obvious on Burns there. He kind of stood in the way of the Cheyenne Mountain defender, but Tigers finally net one, just doesn't count.
Yeah, Burns just kind of stuck out the butt of his stick. Now Cheyenne Mountain on the attack. They actually, that was a loose ball for a second, and then they were able to pick it up. But Tigers just offensively now for almost the totality of 4 straight quarters against Cheyenne Mountain, just being stymied. Shut out in the first quarter. They were shut out in the fourth. They scored 2 early ones in the third of that last game. And right now being shut out in the second. 4-0, 3:42 left. Cheyenne Mountain on the attack. Nice pass in the middle. Bouncer, a beautiful save by Selters. Got to stick to it. Den Hartog trying to get it up the field, but it's stolen. He threw it behind Engelhart, who tried to reach back and grab it. Was picked up by a Hawk.
Yeah, that's numerous times Tigers have done that in this game, just not taking the time on clearance passes. Honestly, if you're Den Hartog there, you could have ran it out.
Long shot, and Erie's closest to it. In fact, that was poor hustle by Ferda. Selters was not closest to it on the initial shot, but he got on his horse and earned the ball back for the Tigers.
Great play by Selters.
Now Selters will walk it up. O'Brien making a run. Selters dummies a pass. Now will zip it up the field. Nice find. That's Janata with it. Little 3-on-2 action. Janata running toward the middle. Fires it high. Man, the Tigers just cannot get a shot on frame. 3 minutes left here in this first half. A 4-0 lead here for Cheyenne Mountain. Mundy with it. Mundy will cycle it out to Cooper Riley. Now Burns with it.
Now that previous chance came off of a great pass from Selters. Just got through the long stick of Cheyenne Mountain on the near side, and Janata ran to the middle, found a lane to shoot, just shot it wide though.
Cooper Riley with it, will spin, looking in, trying to go around the screen of Charlie O'Brien in the middle of the field. Now left side for Karras. Karras thought about ducking in toward the net, now will spin, runs it toward the goal, has a little path, and then bailed out on the shot. Threw it behind the net to Mundy. Mundy from behind the net looking. Mundy stops, spins. He'll drop it off for Connors. Connors, that right now, Cheyenne Mountain's letting Connors possess behind the net. They're like, you can't score behind the net, and you're dangerous, so we'll let you hold it back there. Trying to find the cutter O'Brien. Connors still holding on to the ball. Now we'll force one to Burns, who shoots it from underhand, and it's saved nicely. And right now, having a very solid game is Kelleher. Quickly up the field, goes Cheyenne Mountain, racing into the middle, pass across, dump down low, side of the net, shot, score. 5th goal of the game, and that one is buried home on the transition play. Kevin Papa, his 1st goal of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough one for the Tigers there. They just were taking a long time behind the net of Cheyenne Mountain. They turned the ball over off of the save, off of the nice shot, and then Cheyenne Mountain quickly goes the other way and shoots it home.
Well, now you're in a 5-goal chasm. There's still obviously a whole half to play. And what you've seen from Erie is they have had some good possession. They just haven't had many good shots. Now Karch trying to win the faceoff, using his body, and he does. Tigers finally looking better on the faceoff department this quarter for sure. Karch racing and looking for help. We'll drop it to Mundy, and Mundy will reset here with Erie as they shuffle personnel.
That was a good play by Karch. He was being hounded by 3 long sticks from Cheyenne Mountain on the way into the zone. Held it close to his body and was able to get it in.
Now trotting in is Owen Karras. We're still looking for the first goal of the game from Erie. Karras from behind the net, off to Connors. Long shot, right off the leg of Kelleher. Batted out of the air. O'Brien keeps it alive. Ball on the ground, picked up by Mundy. Yes, he will pick it up with 52 seconds left, and then he got hit in a timeout called by Coach Mandia with 49 seconds left here in the quarter. It's a 5-0 lead for Cheyenne Mountain. Erie looking for something here offensively. That shot a little bit better on frame. It just caught the leg of Kelleher. I think probably the best shot of the game for Erie, but the 5th save for Kelleher.
Yeah, Kelleher has been stone cold Steve Austin here tonight. And he is a big reason why the Hawks have the 5-0 lead so far.
Yeah, Selters certainly had the higher save percentage throughout the year, but Kelleher has been very poised for the Hawks back in net today. And really, Tigers, in those first 2 playoff games, it seemed like everything was just an inch inside the pipe. And tonight, it is about a foot wide of the pipe or right in the center of the frame. And so Erie, once again, a little bit maybe just a sign of we haven't scored one yet, so we're feeling a little tight.
Yeah, you get one here. You loosen up the sticks a little bit. You realize that you can beat the goaltender for Cheyenne Mountain. You maybe get yourselves back into this game. You have 49.6 seconds to get one before half, make it a 4-goal game, and then you go to work. You've dominated possession in this quarter, but Cheyenne Mountain, every time it seems they've gotten a fast break going the other way, they've scored.
So 49.6 seconds left here in the second quarter. Tigers still searching for their first goal of the game. And it will be Liam Connors playing catch here with Cooper Riley. Coop with it, spins, now off to Burns, near side, finds Connors. He got hit from his back, he shot it. Here's a penalty coming on Cheyenne Mountain as O'Brien picked up, turns around, in toward net, shot it high, and then got decked. But a penalty coming here against Cheyenne Mountain with 24 seconds left here in the quarter. And even that shot, Dylan, it was a good look from Charlie O'Brien, but couldn't find it on frame.
Yeah, Connors, when he went down, he had a nice shot from the ground, just went wide. And then O'Brien came up with it, but couldn't quite bury it. Tigers 24.6 seconds on the man advantage here to end the half.
Huge man advantage here. You got to feel good about something going into halftime. Can you score a goal and at least feel like you've got something to hang your hat on to going into the locker room? 19 seconds left now. Ball right side. Tigers trying to get into their offense. Mundy with it. 15 seconds left. Cooper Riley has it. Cooper looking, wheels it across for Connors. Right back to Cooper Riley. 7 seconds left here. No Tiger. Looks like they want to shoot. And 3 seconds left. And there goes Cooper, the long shot. And that goes wide. And that is the horn. And at the end of 2 quarters of play, the Tigers trail the Hawks 5-0. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN. You are watching the ETN.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, They say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's what makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath, hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
Hi there, I'm Charlie Meyer with the Erie Tiger Network, and I'm here to let you know that we have a Patreon page. I'm not going to use all kinds of flavorful speech to convince you to join it. However, I will say this. Erie Tiger Network is a super cool class that provides great opportunities for both student athletes and aspiring broadcasters behind the camera. I mean, look at me. I get to film a commercial in front of an empty football field. Yes, sir, this is the life. So please, head to patreon.com/Erie Tiger Network to help support us today.
And welcome back in here, Erie Tiger Network. It is halftime here, the 4A state championship game between Cheyenne Mountain and Erie. And let's go over the summary here. In the first quarter, Cheyenne Mountain got on the board. It was a goal at 10:56 by Wyatt Furta. That was his first of 2 goals in the half, and just over 30 seconds later, Cheyenne Mountain again, they made it 2-0 quickly on the goal by Weinstein. And then it was quiet. Both teams kind of feeling each other out, felt like Erie could get one, cut the lead in half, and they never really got offense kind of going in that first half. And toward the end of that quarter with 3:28 left, Walsh would score his only goal of the half, and he made it 3-0 with 3:28 left in the first. That's when it felt like Erie had a whole bunch of momentum to start the quarter. They won the faceoff, they had a couple good possessions, they had some looks on net, and then in transition after a miscue, Furta came down, caught it, scored in the middle. That was with 9 minutes left in the second quarter, and that's where, man, you felt a little bit panicky if you're Erie. Erie really did dominate possession in that quarter, but they just lacked the quality in their shots in that attacking third of the field. And late in that quarter, it was Papa again kind of in the transition game with 1:41 left to make it a 5-0 lead for the Red Tail Hawks. Face-off wise, Erie actually took the lead there. Good second quarter. They lead at 4-3 in terms of face-offs. 5 saves for Kelleher, 3 for Colin Selters. So, you know, you look at what Cheyenne Mountain has done, really 8 shots on frame. Erie's only had about 5 on frame. They started rifling the ball toward the net a little bit more in that quarter, but if you're Erie, at this point, you are going to lose unless you just kind of let it go for broke and you settle down and you go, you know what, at this point in the game, the pressure's on them to keep the lead. We just have to fire shots at the net. So I don't know, Dylan, 5-goal lead, it's not insurmountable, but when it is against the defending state champ, a team full of seniors, that does look like a pretty tall mountain to climb.
Yeah, I think Tigers, they have a chance to get back into it if they score on their first possession of the half. They can make it a 4-goal game, then you need 2 per half from there. And one thing I noticed before the game started, on the posts of the goal posts, there are like tambourines that ring when you hit them. Tigers need to be ringing it off the post, even if it goes wide. They need to get it off the post, beat the goaltender for Cheyenne Mountain, And from there, you just get a lucky bounce, you get one. And you just need 5. You need 5. You need Selters to get some good timely saves and be strong in transition. Tigers, that is where I want to say 3 of the 5 Cheyenne Mountain goals have gone are off of quick transition play. If the Tigers can clamp down in the middle of the field, they can force shots to the outside, and it'll be tough for Cheyenne Mountain to get any more.
Well, 5-0 the lead. It's halftime here. Tiger fans, don't forget to check us out on social media at ErieTigerNetwork.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. That's Erie Tiger Media or ErieTigerNetwork.com. 5-0 the score here. How will Erie try and find that spark that brings them back? We'll take one more timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half of action here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
The season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest. Hey, Vern. Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets.
Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or...
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Special thanks to our sponsors who have been with us all year. Of course, we'll have a new slate next year, but this will be the last sports broadcast of the year on the Erie Tiger Network. And you know what? I don't often do this, so I'm going to take a moment to do this. And we'll take a quick timeout here, and so anyways, sorry about that. We're not taking a quick timeout. We're being accosted here. We're taking up too much space apparently. So, anyways, I don't often do this, but I just wanted to take a moment. The Erie girls golf team, and this is a shameless self-plug. Erie girls golf team is competing tomorrow at regionals at Fox Hill, and then in a week from tomorrow it will be the state tournament at Thorn Creek. We'd love to see some fans and spectators out there as the Erie Tiger girls golf team will go for their second straight state championship. All right, so here we go. Start of the second half. Tigers going from left to right on your radio dial here at the half change.
Need a face-off win here from Janata.
Need a face-off. Need something.
There's that face-off win.
And a good face-off win. Janata's really starting to settle into this face-off game for sure. Janata will just shovel it off to O'Brien, and O'Brien being chased by half the Hawk team will now wait. .11:34 to go here in the third quarter. O'Brien with it behind the net. We'll get it out to Burns. What does Coach Mandia dial up here in between quarters? Cooper Riley with it. Will shimmy, spins back. Jump shot, buries it, and that was the one the Tigers need. And Cooper Riley bounced it and hit the top pipe and found its way in. And so Cooper Riley with the goal here. That one coming at 11:16 in the third quarter.
There's your first possession goal. Now the Tigers, they needed that badly. Win another faceoff here if you're Karch.
So the Tigers score, and they finally, I think, maybe, that's got to feel good. You win the face-off, you score the goal, that's how you got to come out. Nice little kick ball there. It was backhanded. Karch trying to get to it. Ball still on the turf. Erie trying to pick it up, and it is finally gobbled up there by Dingbaum, and then Karch was hit hard to the turf, and the refs are going to blow this dead here as Karch was a little bit shaken up. Now he'll run off, and Cheyenne Mountain will get it here on the restart. By the way, I know that Jackie is listening, so shout out to Jackie. Maybe you can help us get back in this game, Jackie. 10:55, Cheyenne Mountain ball here. Erie finally on the board. See if some halftime adjustments worked. Weinstein with it for Cheyenne Mountain. Erie fans starting to get back into this a little bit. Cheyenne Mountain would love to silence that quick and not allow any momentum. Tigers, they just want to find some way to get 2 straight goals and feel like they're starting to climb back up that mountain, the Cheyenne Mountain. Now Walsh with it. Guarded there by Den Hartog, racing in. Looked like he had a nice little spot there for him. Nice play defensively. Getting his stick in there was Aiden Hill. Ball still loose, and they got a shot on with Cheyenne Mountain, and then just firing it up the field. And a sloppy, firing up the field was Selters from behind his own net. It was intercepted, then immediately turned over by a Cheyenne Mountain. 4 Cheyenne Mountain players around Cooper Anderson, they knock out the ball. Man, that was a collection of chaos there for a moment. Couldn't even keep up there as so many quick changes of possession happening all over the field. Now Cheyenne Mountain attacking from the left side. That's Dingbaum with it. Dingbaum looking for help. Cycling in is Ferda from the sideline. Tigers will lengthen out their defense a little, maybe try and speed this game up a little. That was Englehart in there on defense. Now Walsh with it out near the midline circle. Walsh will step to his right, trying to go around the defense. Swings back to his left. Looked like he was going to wind up a shot and a little offensive push and a turnover, and it will be Tiger ball.
Yeah, there we go. Miscue from the Hawks. Tigers, they can get one here. All of a sudden, 3-goal game.
Tigers trying to bring it across here. Cooper Anderson will use the screen of Den Hartog. Anderson in, has a clear path. Anderson swims in to the center. Shot, scores! Cooper Anderson goes coast to coast, and the Tigers with back-to-back goals cut it to a 3-goal game with 8:57 left to go here. And it's the unlikely suspects. It's Cooper Riley and Cooper Anderson. I guess if you're named Cooper, got to go all in if you're the Tigers.
Yeah, what a play from Cooper Anderson. That started because Hudson Den Hartog laid a screen around the midfield line, made a ton of space for Anderson to move. He had a lane, thought he was going to shoot it for a second. He decided not to take the long shot, moved into the slot, swapped hands, and shot it left-handed down to the bottom left of the net, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-goal game.
Karch will take the face-off here. Karch, ball loose, and Karch got shoved. I mean, real hard from behind, and they do call that. It's getting so loud here, you can't hear the whistles. Now Janata has it off the restart. Janata off to Mundy, and just to rush the pass there, and that's one of those, hey, you got to make a really confident, relaxed pass, not something that's forced.
I will say that's the first moment of this half so far. The Tigers have not looked loose.
Tigers force a loose ball in the backfield. O'Brien couldn't pick it up. Ball still loose. A big shove from behind. O'Brien got chopped down, and another call from behind. And the referee wants to stop play here. And he says that is Erie ball.
It is so loud. You cannot hear a single thing up here in the press box.
So Tigers capturing a little of that halftime momentum. Can they get a third straight goal? That would really change the complexion of this game. Burns with it. Burns spins, Burns shoots. That one is sticked by the goalie high into the air. Ball still bouncing. O'Brien trying to track it down. O'Brien shoving match with two red-tail Hawks there. Ball still on the ground. Burns there. It's finally swiped out of bounds by Cheyenne Mountain, and so that'll stay with Erie.
That was a bunch of lucky bounces. Thought Cheyenne Mountain was going to get about 5 times there. Tigers have another chance to get it back within 2.
Yeah, O'Brien was doing the dirty work by himself, and he has his hands on his knees. That will zap the energy. You're working against 2 bigger guys than you, just trying to hold ground, waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Now O'Brien with it behind the net, runs it out to the far side, off to Karras. Tigers quickly passing. Burns with it near side. Cooper Riley will reset, and he'll run it out middle of the field, about 25 yards from net. Now chasing in toward the midline. Riley looking, has Mundy behind the net, will whiffle it to him. Mundy near the end line, from behind the net, chases across the X, near side. Mundy looking for some space, tacks back to his right, even with the net, shot over the shoulder, and he bounced it in the near post. And Davis Mundy has helped the Tigers cut it to 2 as they have come out red hot out of the locker room with 7:16 left to go here in this third quarter. The Tigers make it a 2-goal game, and suddenly it feels like it is anyone's game.
Yeah, that was a great play from Mundy. Cheyenne Mountain's defense has been way more expanded in this half. Tigers have taken advantage of it, and that is why it's all of a sudden a 2-goal game. If you're the Tigers here, do not give up 1.
Tigers will win the face-off, trying to bounce it back dangerously so. Carson Evans with it, will launch it across. That's Englehart with it. Englehart racing in, fires it across the field to Mundy, and Mundy will reset here, and the Tigers have possession with 6:56 left. Can they make this a 1-goal game? And it has been a flood of goals. We dropped the word Ponderosa in the halftime, hoping for maybe some of that good juju, and at least feels like momentum back on the Tigers side here in this one. Now Owen Karras with it. He'll shoot it right off the top of the goalie, caught by O'Brien. Oh, he hit it off the face mask. That thing had smoke on it, but went right off of Kelleher's face mask. And now Cheyenne Mountain racing the other way. They've got numbers. Pass to the near side, dump down near next to the goal, and a great shot that's fired in up top, and a goal for Cheyenne Mountain by Papa in transition. And it's another transition goal with 6:22 left. Difference is here, feels like Tigers are at least in this one.
Yeah, that was 2 outstanding saves from Kelleher on the other side. Hawks go down the other way. It looked like Seltzer thought the shot was going to go across the field as a pass. He got beat short side, and all of that momentum the Tigers just built up has dissipated somewhat. But if they keep the speed going, get some more shots on net, they could find themselves back within 2.
So 6-3 lead now for the Hawks. That was huge. That was 2 shots that felt like could have gone in for Erie to turn into a Cheyenne Mountain goal. Remember that moment, 6:22 left of the game. Tigers trying to win another faceoff. Janata gets planted from behind, and that is about the 3rd or 4th time that Cheyenne Mountain has gotten called for that off the faceoff restart, and it will be Erie ball.
Yeah, and that goal came off of a shot on the far side from Karras, rebounded near side. O'Brien had space. I thought he was going to shoot it immediately. He took a second, and that gave Cheyenne Mountain time to get into the lane, and then right off the face mask of the goaltender for the Hawks.
Now it's Karras with it as the Tigers walked it across the midline. Karras will camp out near the mid-circle and wait for Cooper Riley to check in. Cooper Riley and Karras, they'll play catch across the field. Now Karras with it on the right side, still about 30 yards from net. He'll start his run into the zone. Karras with it, hesitates off to Connors. Connors to Charlie O'Brien. Chuck with it, right side. Chuck trying to use the screen, runs it behind the net, stops, thought about the jump shot, got hit, dropped it to Cooper Riley, faked one way, spins back toward the middle, finds it far side, Burns shoots it just high. Good ball movement there, just confident passing, a little more fluid in the offensive zone. Tigers looking like they finally settled into this one. Only took a full half a play. 5:24 left. It's a 6-3 lead for the Hawks. It's Liam Connors with it. Connors and O'Brien have been shut out, and Connors past O'Brien's intercepted. Intercepted by the Hawks, and they're trying to take it the other way. Ball's on the turf. Connors trying to chop it away, and he does, and it's picked up by Erie in the offensive zone. Connors with it now. Connors waiting, far side. Karras thought about the long shot. Now we'll wheel it back out to Connors.
Yeah, that play looked very similar to the plays the Tigers were making in the first half from the Hawks.
Connors with it, running diagonally from the middle off to the near side. He got hit a couple times. Tiger fans want a call. They thought that was up high. Now Karras with it, left side, spins, even with the goal, stops, passes behind the net to Mundy. Mundy was looking for a cutter. That was Burns, decided to hold off on possession. Now Mundy with it, far side of the field. Cooper Riley. Riley looking. Riley waiting, tacks back to his left, being defended, gets it into the middle, quick shot into the netting, and a nice save there for Kelleher. I believe that is his 7th of the game, and it was a good shot from the middle, good quick shot, just right into the webbing. Now Cheyenne Mountain again in transition. That's where they have hurt this Tiger defense. Before Erie's gotten a chance to be set, they've scored about 4 goals in this transition game. 4 minutes left here in the third. It's a 3-goal game with Erie trailing the Hawks. Cheyenne Mountain from Colorado Springs. On the attack, Cheyenne Mountain. Weinstein with it. I beg your pardon, that's Dingbaum. Dingbaum trying to go around a screen, passes it to the near side, wheeling out toward the near sideline. Is Papa. Papa will start his run toward the net. Guarded there by Carson Evans. The long stick of Evans trying to get in the way of Papa. Papa will reset, and so will the rest of the Hawks at midfield. That's Weinstein with the ball. Weinstein guarded by Karras in the middle. Pass goes behind Papa, and then the shot was, or Dingbaum rather, and then was quickly picked up by Ferdinand. He took a quick shot and rifled it long, but Cheyenne Mountain closest to the end line. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, Dingbaum looked to shoot it before he had it.
Freeman with it, far side, trying to get to the middle. Shot goes high, and Cheyenne Mountain had 2 Hawks closest to it. So they'll reset again. That's Logan Mika with it. First time we've called his name in this game. Now near side to Papa. Papa catches again, left side. We'll throw it behind the net to Freeman. Freeman at the X. He'll run out front, fires a shot back over his shoulder. That one goes wide, but will stay with Cheyenne Mountain. Erie, they're extending their defense so much that when they chase, no one is even in the ballpark on those missed shots to be closest to it.
Now, if you're Cheyenne Mountain, just keep shooting it. You're being closest to it. You're retaining possession, burning off clock.
Driving in. Pass behind the net. Chasing up from the X. Out front was Mika. Cheyenne Mountain will reset. 2:26 left to go here in the third. 3-goal lead for the Hawks. It's 6-3. Weinstein with it. Being harassed there. Now near side pass. That's Papa with it. Papa trying to work against Karras. The shot rifles wide again. And Karras wants a change. He is exhausted, so he will run off as a sub, and Cooper Anderson will run in. Now the restart here, Cheyenne Mountain ball. They have had a nice lengthy possession for them. They'll work it around here to the near side. Little spin, long shot, great save by Selters at the doorstep. The ball is loose, a big hit, and Tigers will pick it up.
Surprised there was no call.
Yeah, I thought we might see a call there. Now Hill will run it in the offensive zone. He'll get it to Chuck. O'Brien with it now. Tigers in possession, 1:37 left here in this quarter. trying any way they can. Can they cut it back to 2 here before the end of the quarter? And then you're only down 2 going to the 4th. Feels like could be anyone's game. O'Brien at the X will trot off to the far side, even with the goal now. O'Brien gets it to Burns. Burns across for Riley. Cooper trying to get it to the middle. Nice little swim move. Has a little bit of space and shot it right into the stomach of Kelleher.
That was a good move from Riley. Good save from Kelleher, though.
$1 million move, dime shot. Now a little defense. Nice pass in the middle. What a save by Selters at the doorstep. It was a little feed in the middle. Weinstein, he took a big shot as he unloaded on it, but Selters, a giant save. 46 seconds left here in the quarter. Burns will race into the offensive zone.
Tigers need one.
Tigers desperately in search of a goal to bring them within 2. Now, that pass going over the midline. Good job to keep it in. Tigers got pushed back and an over and back call. Tiger fans didn't like it. They thought Cheyenne Mountain did touch the ball. Cheyenne Mountain trying to restart. 22 seconds left here. They're in transition. This is where they've been dangerous, and now I think they're just going to maybe take a shot as the clock expires. On the run here. Nice pass. Near side shot. Far side post in. What a pass. Dingbaum caught it as he cut. It was all the way from the far side, about 25 yards from net, down to about 6 yards from net or so here, and it was caught and just cashed.
That's a tough one to give up at the end of the 3rd. 4-goal game now. Tough to see the Tigers getting back into this one now.
I was going to say, even if you scored one more and you made it a 6-4 game, scored them 4-2, you do that again, you end the game tied, but all of a sudden now you're back down 4 again.
That's tough.
That is real tough. 8.1 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Karch with the face-off win. He'll run in. 3 seconds left. Shoots. Scores! With 1.7 left in the quarter. Ashton Karch.
What a play. That's a clutch goal at the end of the quarter. Tigers going to have some momentum going into the 4th.
The Tigers bury 4 in this quarter. They're only down 3. And they have controlled the face-off dot pretty well here the last 2 quarters. They'll have one formality of a face-off here. Only 1.7 left. Not really time for anyone to score, as the clock will run out. So at the end of 3 quarters, the Tigers trying to claw their way back into this one. It's Hawks 7, Tigers 4 on the Erie Tiger Network.
Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Every empty seat at a concert, game, or special event is a missed opportunity to say thank you to America's heroes. Donate your extra tickets to VetTix. Give something to those who gave. Go to vettix.org.
And welcome back in. 4th quarter of action about to get underway. Let's quickly recap the 3rd quarter. Erie came out of the gates with a quick goal. It was Cooper Riley with 11:16 left. Then the Tigers would score another one. It was Cooper Anderson in transition play with 8:57 left. It felt like the Tigers were building a little bit of momentum, as it was Davis Mundy who scored 3 straight for the Tigers to cut it to a 2-goal game. 7:16. They had some chances there. They gave up a late goal. 8.7 seconds left. A quick goal after that one with 6:22 left. Then the late goal, Dingbaum. That made it once again a 4-goal game. Tigers cut it back to 3 with 1.7 left, and now here we have the face-off in this fourth quarter. Tigers going from right to left on your radio dial. Tigers trying to win the face-off, and they do.
One.
That's Janata with it. Janata racing in, dumps it off to Mundy right side, and the Tigers will reset. Oh, had a cutter. Wide open is Englehart. No one saw him. Englehart at the doorstep. The waters parted like the Red Sea, and, well, no one found him. And now Englehart will trot off here. A little bummed that he didn't get the ball there at such a prime spot. And now Evans with it. Tigers will reset. They won the face-off. Can they cash in on their possession? Much better in that third quarter. Their fourth quarter has typically been a stronger quarter for them this season. Now racing in, and Owen Karras just missed wide, and that will be Erie ball.
That was a tough angle for Karras. Just shot it wide off his offhand somewhat.
Good run there by Kelleher. Almost got closest to that. Connors, we've already seen him lay his body on the line to be closest to it. 11 minutes and 8 seconds left in this contest. It is a 4-goal game for the Hawks. Now Connors with it behind the net. This time Cheyenne Mountain guarding him behind the net. He'll run it out front. Connors trying to get low, turn the corner, being doubled. He got stripped, and Connors probably going to draw a penalty here, and he does.
Tigers need to capitalize on this man advantage coming up. Cheyenne Mountain's unhappy. They thought a call was going to come up on the Tigers, though.
So 10:41 left to go here, and it's a man advantage for Erie. They did not take advantage of the man advantage late, what was it, in that first quarter. That's the only penalty we've had in this game.
It was at the end of the second. I believe. Yep. Move the ball quickly for the Tigers. That's what a fan just said. I agree with him. Be quick.
Cooper Riley on the restart. Tigers with possession. 10:30 on the clock. They'll play catch back and forth. It's him and Davis Mundy. The two leading goal scorers, Connors and O'Brien, have been held scoreless today, and they are marking them. Their defender will follow them to the bathroom if they run to the bathroom. They do not want to let O'Brien and Connors take over this game. Now Burns will shift down to the near side. Connors will fire it across the field. Time running out on the penalty. Now nice pass. Mundy at the doorstep bounces it in. It was a great pass by Connors all the way down to the side of the net. Mundy caught it, and the Tigers score first here in the period. They make it 5-7 with 10:03 remaining. So they cut it back to a 2-goal game again. Janata out for the faceoff. Oh boy, if you win the faceoff, suddenly it feels like an avalanche of momentum is on your side.
Yeah, it looked like the Hawks kind of let up a little bit. They saw the man running back into the zone to get him back to even strength. They just lost Mundy at the baseline, and he ripped it down to the ground. Great bounce shots. And Tigers will get possession off the faceoff.
Englehart with it, off to Karch. Karch, don't need to rush it. There's Englehart down low. Oh, a great diving defensive play from behind. Axel Schroeder laid out and chopped the ball out of Englehart's stick. That might be the play of the game right there. Cheyenne Mountain picks up possession and runs it into the offensive zone. And Tiger fans wringing their hands because that was a golden opportunity. And talk about laying your body on the line. That was actually Anthony DeCicero on the defensive play.
That was an incredible play. It looked like Tigers were going to get another one there.
Shot will go wide for Cheyenne Mountain and chase out of bounds. Erie's got to force a no-goal here. Basically, I think you got to blank them from here on out.
Yeah, Englehart had time and space, and all of a sudden, DeCicero came out of nowhere and just got the butt end of his stick and knocked it out.
Cheyenne Mountain, the long shot. Oh, that found the corner of the net. What a shot that was. Kind of through a screen there, and that was Logan Mika.
That is a tough break for the Tigers, for sure.
And they say that was Freeman, number 12. I thought it was Mika, number 22. So we'll go with what they say, Freeman. Oh, man, that is a heartbreaker. heartbreaker because Erie was on the doorstep. Big hit at midfield, and Cheyenne Mountain's going to come up with the ball. Janata now chopping from behind. Shot, goal. Underhanded shot off the face-off and a goal, and back-to-back goals, and those are killers for Cheyenne Mountain. That's Wyatt Furta.
Fast game is the killer in this game for Cheyenne Mountain's the reason they're up 9-5. I want to say 6 of their goals have been off of fast transition.
Yeah.
Tigers have only gotten really 1 or 2.
Coach Mandia wants a timeout and hopes to turn the tide, but the Tigers, in the blink of an eye, go from 2 down to 4 down. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Tigers trail it by 4 with 8:51 left to go in this game. They have played a much better second half, but I tell you what, Cheyenne Mountain, they have made some championship caliber plays here in the last couple minutes that have really widened this gap out. Tigers still have time, but you got to win these face-offs here. Cheyenne Mountain's won the last couple. Janata had it clean for a moment, stepped away, and now it's picked up by Cheyenne Mountain. A little trip there that Erie wanted. Not sure how much was in that, though. And Cheyenne Mountain with possession. You're Erie. There's going to be some ball chasing, I think, because you've got to extend defense, speed up their possessions, take chances. Well, that might lead to some open opportunities for Cheyenne Mountain, but it's the only way to force ground balls or get turnovers.
Tigers going to need some lucky bounces here in the last 8 minutes of this game if they want to get back in it.
8:14 remaining. Cheyenne Mountain just sitting on possession, and if Erie's going to play off them at all, they will gladly let clock drain. Is clock an enemy? In toward the middle. Cheyenne Mountain bouncer ball high into the air. Tigers trying to slap it around, and it is picked up by the Hawks. And then now they'll camp out. Tigers with 7:45 left on the clock. It's still Cheyenne Mountain ball. That's why every face-off looms so big in this sport. Now taking a run there is Walsh. Walsh got hit at the doorstep. Ball goes ajar. It's on the turf, and Walsh picked it up. Now he fires a shot. Great save between the legs was Colin Selters. He tried to sneak it in 5-hole, and Selters shut him down.
Got to find one quick here for the Tigers.
Now Cooper Anderson with it. Tigers do clear it. We were listening. The fans wanted an offside call on Cheyenne Mountain. It did look like there were too many Hawks on that wrong side of the field. Now Burns with it. Tigers have to score right now. This possession.
There's got to be quick.
Connors with it. Connors trying to go around the screen, takes it toward the near side of the goal from the left side, fits into the middle, dives, he threw it in, he got hit hard from behind, there is a goal and they call it good. So Connors, his first goal of the game, coming with 6:36, and there was a flag.
I think the flag gets negated because they scored on it. I'm not sure though.
But does cut it back to a 3-goal game. Connors took a big shot, and honestly, that's, I think, what you need from Liam and Charlie. They got to kind of force the issue a little bit here. Now Janata on the face-off dot. Tigers have had it's been a good battle back and forth. Cheyenne Mountain have won the last couple. Tigers were red hot in the third. Janata, clean draw. Oh, got absolutely, man, just, I mean, chopped from behind. Janata really slow to get up. Oh, good grief. You hate to see that. Just, you know, that's one thing I am still, this is our 4th year of calling lacrosse. I'm still a little bit novice when it comes to some of the finer points of the rules. But, man, tell you what, you take some hard shots from behind sometimes. And I'm surprised that there just isn't more protection in the rules for that in particular.
Yeah, I want to say it's the 5th or 6th time Cheyenne Mountain has taken that foul there off the face-off.
That's a foul, but it's not a penalty. So here we go. Tigers have possession again. 6:26 left. Cooper Riley with it. Cooper running, looking for help. Now we'll wheel off. Cheyenne Mountain really chasing Cooper when he has the ball. Now Connors with it. He'll wheel out to the middle. That's Cooper Riley again. He'll start his run from midfield. Stops, peels off to Burns on the near side. The 3 leading goal scorers in O'Brien, Connors, and Burns have been held to 1 goal today and shut out through the first 3 quarters. Now Connors will spin, trying to work it in, looking. Now will dart into a gap, got absolutely plowed from behind, and there's a penalty. I'll tell you what, Connors making things happen, drawing flags because they are just wiping him out, taking huge shots when they see the numbers. And the little cross-checking call, been an easy one. And there's been 4 penalties today, all on Cheyenne Mountain. None that I can recall in Erie. So they've played a disciplined game from that standpoint. 9-6, Hawks lead, 5:41 remaining here in this quarter.
Yeah, Tigers really have not taken many fouls either. Most of the calls this game have been on Cheyenne Mountain.
Tigers trying to, they've never gotten it back to 1. They've gotten it back to 2 a couple of times. And now O'Brien with it behind the net. A wall of white jerseys guarding both sides. Nice pass. Great shot underhand. That was Liam Connors. He got a pass up high from Burns and then just absolutely unloaded a howitzer down low. And Connors with back-to-back goals, and with 5:27 left here, the Tigers have cut it to a 2-goal game.
What is happening in this game? This is crazy. Tigers, they seem dead after they gave up those 2 quick ones after making it 2. You win a face-off here, you need 1, and it's within 1. There's 5:27 left in this game. There's so much time.
So here we go, 5:26 left. Tigers trying to win the face-off. Karch will scoop it up. He gets shoved off the ball. Now he'll pick it up, and he will run it across the midline, and a big, big face-off win for the Tigers. They have not, oh, and Karch lost it. He got it chopped. It just seems like every time the Tigers have a look to get it within 1, they cough up the ball or something crazy happens. They cannot break that line, and they do chop out the ball, and it is picked up by Aiden Hill. He's being accosted by 3 different white jerseys, and a timeout called by Coach Mandia to save possession with 4:55 left. So here's the scenario, Tiger fans. 4 minutes, 55 seconds left in this game. They trail it 9-7, but they will have the ball coming out of a timeout. The Tigers, 7 goals, all in the second half. It was Cheyenne Mountain that led 5-0 at the end of 1 half of play. And, you know, there's still time. Tigers with the ball, there is still time. It seems like we just said this. Erie can't break that little seal to get to 1 goal. If they could do that here, now all of a sudden you got Cheyenne Mountain maybe a little bit stunned. What can you do with that kind of momentum?
Yeah, you need one. You need to get into the zone cleanly, and then you give yourself a chance to get within 1. Tigers have not really had a chance to get within 1. Every time they've gotten within 2, it seems Cheyenne Mountain has made a great play or gotten a lucky bounce and gone the other way and scored. Tigers need to get 1.
I don't think we're going to take a commercial timeout the rest of this game. We're just going to hang out at this stadium right here with you. Home of the DU Pioneers on graduation day here in Denver at DU. It was crazy. Thousands of people here, and still thousands here at this lacrosse game. Pretty full stands here for this high school state championship game. And 4:55 left on the clock, and Erie will start with it. It'll be Carson Evans who will pick up the ball, and the senior captain will get this party started out of the timeout in his own half. Zips it across the field to Colin Selters. Selters with his big old goalie stick, and he's gonna go. Selters into the middle. Selters, he's gonna fire it into the stick of Kelleher, and Cheyenne Mountain fans trying to get their guys to go because there was no one in net, and the Tigers actually forced a turnover. It's O'Brien that gets it right back.
I was lucky.
That was lucky. Good thinking there from Selters. Would have liked to see him maybe put that in the stick of a shooter.
Or send it over the net, possibly. Get a reset.
O'Brien from behind the net, out to Mundy. Fires the shot right into the netting of Kelleher, and the Tigers still can't get it back to 1. Tigers got a stop ball here. Racing into the open field in transition. This is where Cheyenne Mountain has been deadly. Ding-bomb with it and a timeout. No, I thought we saw a timeout. Thought I heard a whistle, not a whistle. Maybe just some screams. 3:57 left. If you're Erie, you gotta extend. Got to extend, gotta get the ball back. Time not on your side. If you get a goal, there is the face-off, so you can score 2 quick, but you don't want time to melt off. 3:43 left. Cheyenne Mountain on the attack. Little stutter there, almost falling down was Ferda. He keeps his feet. Defended. Ferda trying to probe into the circle. Ferda will wheel it to the center. Long shot and a beautiful save by Selters. He sticked it down. Now trying to get it across the midfield. That one is picked up off the turf. Racing in is Janata. Janata with it, and he's going to peel off, and the Tigers have a chance here with clean possession in the offensive zone. Almost too high there for Connors. Connors had to sky to catch it. Can the Tigers settle in? Englehart is going to set the screen for Connors. Connors racing toward the net, spins, trying to get toward the middle. Gets between 2 defenders at the doorstep. He scores! Oh, Liam Connors with 3:01 left scores his 3rd goal in a row, and the Tigers are within 1.
Throw the hats. That's a hat trick. What a play from Liam Connors. Beats his man inside. Thought he was within the crease there. Referee said not. And he's pump faked twice. The 3rd time went down. Beats the goaltender. It's a 1-goal game.
Tigers fighting all the way back. 5-goal deficit at halftime. And they are on the precipice of tying this. They've broken that 2-goal seal. Could they get a face-off win and possession? 3:01 to go. Here comes the face-off from midfield. Referees whistle it live. Ball still on the turf. Kicked around. Tigers trying to pick it up. Still on the ground. Can an Erie stick get to it first? High into the air, still loose, finally caught by Karch. Karch has it for the Tigers into the offensive zone, and he'll wheel out, and the Tigers can reset here with Mundy. Behind the net to O'Brien. Oh, can you even breathe, Tiger fans? 2:38 remaining. It's a 1-goal game. It's not the smoke in the air, it's the tense atmosphere in this stadium that's making it hard to breathe. Charlie O'Brien from behind the net. He'll run it out to the near side. Mundy thought about the shot. Back to O'Brien. O'Brien rifles it high. And closest to it is Ryan Burns.
That didn't miss by much.
That did not miss by much. Tiger fans on their feet screaming their heads off. Momentum on the side of the Tigers. A 9-8 lead for Cheyenne Mountain. 2:10 left. Now, Owen Karras with it, dumps it behind the net. Tigers trying to move it quickly. Mundy out to Connors. Connors has been the man here in this quarter. He has 3 straight goals in this game. 2 minutes to go here. Connors with it. He'll walk it in kind of toward the end line, hanging out here on the near side though. Connors will race in, trying to get toward the middle. Connors fires it low and just wide, and Mundy closest to it.
Yeah, that was a tough shot there. It looked like if it was going to get on net, Keller was going to make the save. Maybe a fortunate play for the Tigers.
147, Charlie O'Brien on the restart. Charlie will jitterbug it behind the net like he does. Charlie, quick move, has some space, spins, shoots. Oh, a kick save at the doorstep. It's Mundy, and he shoots it high. Oh, Mundy had a great look after Charlie O'Brien just had it hit the left calf of Kelleher. 132 left. Charlie on the restart. O'Brien with it. Up top, Owen Karras with it. Now Cooper Riley, and that shot sails over the net off the bounce. That will stay with Mundy. 120 left. Can't even feel my hands. Mundy off to Riley, now near midfield. He's near the midfield circle. Tigers attacking right to left. Cooper Riley to Burns. Burns catches it. Nice quick pass. Connors with it. Try to go toward the net. It's hit out from behind. Connors catches it on his belly. It's still spilled out. Tigers pick up loose possession, and a timeout called by Coach Mandia with 54 seconds left. But it was a timeout called while streaking toward the net was Carson Evans. I think it was a good gut check timeout. It just a wide open path at Carson Evans.
If I was to guess, he called the timeout when Connors was on the ground.
Yeah.
That was a good timeout call, but the ball came loose to Karras, and he had time and space in front of the net. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Whoa, Tigers will still retain possession. I am having a freaking heart attack as a timeout was called. Goodness. This is, I told you that when Erie's in a state championship game, you're going to see shenanigans. And this has been an all-timer.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, 54.5. Tigers will still have the ball. Obviously, you got to score here. If you're Erie, though, if you score, with 20 seconds left, you could still win this.
You could still win, yeah.
Especially with the way you performed in the face-off dot here in this half.
And if Cheyenne Mountain survives this, you have to think about all the timely saves that Kelleher's made.
Huge saves, huge defensive plays, and somehow Erie's still in this game.
Yeah, just DeSarso back in the third whenever Cheyenne Mountain went back. After that, got too quick. You think about that. But Tigers can make everybody forget if they get one here.
Here we go. Charlie O'Brien, 52 seconds left on the restart. He'll run it in, looking for a screen, using Carson Evans, getting to the center. Fires it just wide, and Mundy closest to it. Tigers trying to set screens, get their studs with looks on the net. O'Brien, no goals today. Ryan Burns, no goals today. How good is that Cheyenne Mountain defense? Been on this top 3 of Erie. 44 seconds left. O'Brien will run to pick up the ball in the restart. They restart it. O'Brien runs directly to the X. O'Brien trying to run toward the front, being pushed off by the long stick. Gets it to Connors. No one there. Connors looking for a cutter, only 30 seconds left. Connors waiting. He's got to go. Connors runs to the front, spins. Oh, thought he was going to fire a shot toward O'Brien. He ripped one wide. 21 seconds left.
Oh, man.
Tigers closest to it, so they'll maintain possession here with Liam Connors. 20 ticks. Connors trying to run it toward the middle. Cheyenne Mountain trying to extend their defense. Connors trying to pull off the miracle. Has some space. He scores! Liam Connors with 12 seconds left! Ties the game! Can you believe that? Oh!
What the heck?
Liam Connors buries it on the short side! Unbelievable! What a game for the ages!
Tigers were down 4 with 8 minutes left.
So here we go, 12.2 seconds left. The winner of this faceoff could win this game. Here we go. Tigers trying to get it clean. Janata had it for a moment. It's picked up here by Karch. Running it, 7 seconds left. Far side for Mundy. 5 seconds. He's got to get a shot off. 2. There's a shot. Oh, and a save. Wait, that would have been good. I looked up at the clock after the save. There was still 0.3 seconds left. Tigers just missed the victory. Ashton Karch tried to sneak it in. And there are Tiger fans literally wiping tears from their eyes because this game is so incredible, and we're going to go to overtime. We need to catch our breath. We're going to take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. Oh, man, welcome back in, Tiger fans. It's going to be golden goal situation here. They'll put 4 minutes on the clock. We're going to overtime. Somehow, Erie works it all the way back to overtime. I said I'd catch my breath. I'm still out of breath.
Remember, off air, we talked about what are the overtime rules? Who knew? Who knew? This is going to be the most stressful rest of this game that anybody has ever experienced ever. Both sides, Cheyenne Mountain and Erie.
Liam Connors at this field where he will play his college lacrosse scores 4 straight goals in the last 6 minutes to tie this one up. We'll switch sides. Erie will now go left to right. Janata comes out to the face-off dot. Tiger fans on their feet, they're hyped up. Men, I tell you what, you want to win this face-off.
Oh, yeah. Holy. Possession, it's like 3-on-3 overtime in hockey. Got to keep possession here.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. Janata trying to scoop it up. Ball's on the turf, still on the turf. Picked up by Erie. Oh, chopped away. Englehart trying to save it, and he will shovel it off. A nice little shovel there to Mundy. Mundy got it stripped away, and it will knock out of bounds, and they will call that Cheyenne Mountain ball. They'll say it hit off a Cheyenne Mountain stick into the Erie stick, and it's Erie or Cheyenne Mountain ball. Goodness.
That is unfortunate for the Tigers.
Erie's got to force a turnover here. Tiger fans yelling defense. Over and back, over and back. Thought it was an over and back. Cheyenne Mountain with the ball in the offensive zone now. There's the ball jarred loose for a moment. Janata
they might run out of time here.
And a timeout was called.
They were almost through that clock. They had to get it into the zone. They did not.
Yeah, they were close to not getting it in that zone, but a heady timeout there to save possession.
Last time out of the game for the Hawks.
Man, it looked like Erie had a golden opportunity at possession to start this overtime. And that's everything, because the next goal wins. And so you just have your heart is in your gut right now. It's hard to breathe because of the nerves and the tension. Every fan in this stadium for both teams is on their feet. The teams waiting for next game are waiting on the edges. They're excited. What a state championship game that this second half has provided. The Tigers outscoring the Hawks 9-4 in the second half to tie it up. And I tell you what, I didn't know if that was possible.
I didn't either.
And we saw Liam Connors pull off the impossible.
Yeah, Liam Connors. I mean, that's why he's D1 right there. That is incredible lacrosse on both sides. I mean, Cheyenne Mountain had the Tigers dead to rights in the first half. And then something happened at halftime, and Tigers came out, and then in the fourth quarter they were down 4.
So here we go. Out of the timeout, Cheyenne Mountain will have the ball. Tigers hunkering in on defense. Can't get too tight here if you're either team. Janata, he will chase Ding Bomb. Ding Bomb, he will run it. There, looks like they drew up something. Ding Bomb will spin. Front of the net. Pass! Knocked away. Picked up by the Tigers. Shoveled back to Selters. Woo! Heady play there by the Tigers. Selters trying to get it up quickly. Has it to Hill. Hill being harassed. 1, 2, 3. Somehow keeps it in his pocket. And a timeout called by Coach Mandia. He wants to keep possession. So the Tigers have it with 3 minutes left. They will have a chance at least at possession here. And a goal would end this game. Can the Tigers complete the miracle comeback? Can they come all the way and ascend the mountain to be champions of 4A state lacrosse?
I don't know. I think whoever scores it, I think it's going to be, if it scores for the Tigers, I think it's going to be Liam Connors. He's been the X factor in the second half for the Tigers. And if they get it, that's going to be the goal scorer.
I'm going to say they collapse on Connors. He finds Charlie backdoor, and Charlie does his patented little catch-shoot goal.
I like that too. I like that too.
Oh, goodness. 9-9, 3 minutes left here in the overtime period. You ready, Tiger fans? Because we have rarely seen something this crazy. Of all the games we've called some crazy softball and football game. This is about the craziest. Can the Tigers cap it off with the biggest victory in program history and take home the second state title for Erie High School this year? So here we go. Tigers will actually play it backward to start. Now across to Selters. Selters will wait, off to Evans. Tigers got to go. Evans will race it up. They will let Evans bring it in. The senior, he'll race it into the zone. Now it's Mundy, and another timeout coming.
No, penalty
on
the Tigers.
Offside on Erie. And hold on, the officials maybe want to talk about this. I don't know what the officials are now talking about it. The Erie fans are about to lose their minds. Erie saying they had 4 on the defensive half. Oh, man. The officials may be injecting their influence into this one. Can't go to replay in high school. I doubt they overturn a call. We'll see. Nope, they will. They will overturn that.
Good call.
Wow. So the Tigers get to keep possession. Oh, you rarely see the officials come together to collaborate and make sure they get it right.
Good work by Stripes there. Good work. Make sure you get the call right in a big moment.
All right, so Cooper Riley will start with the ball. Tigers with 2:39 left here in the overtime period. Riley with it. He'll tack back and forth. Riley will run it out near the mid-circle. Riley running off to his left, trying to shield the defender, and the waving stick of Ferda. Now to the middle, it's Ryan Burns, and he'll reset. Tigers really taking their sweet time here. Whew. Burns. Still near the midline. Burns passes off near side. Owen Karras. Owen with it. Looking. We'll drop it to Mundy at the X. Mundy with it. Jitters to the right side. Looking. Mundy will peel off. Fakes a pass. Looking for help. Tigers kind of standing still right now. Can't just ball watch. Except Charlie O'Brien. But he's being guarded like Weinstein's life depends on it. Pass in the middle to Burns. Burns racing toward net, had a path there. Instead passes back to Mundy. Mundy looking, trying to get in toward the middle. Now that's Karras, and he'll catch and reset. 1.5 minutes left. Near side, Mundy to Charlie O'Brien, and now Chuck has the ball. Here we go. Charlie O'Brien even with the net, but near the near sideline. Now racing in toward the X. O'Brien wheels it off near side. Stops. The double team comes. O'Brien ducks underneath it. Spills it to the middle. Tigers wheel it to the far side. That's Owen Karras. 1:08 left. Karras with it. Driving in. Karras shot just wide. And Erie is closest to it. No, they say that he's in the crease, so they will give the ball to Cheyenne Mountain with 1:02 left. Tigers, a lot of hands on the knees.
Need to stop. Minute left.
Minute left. Connors trying to defend. Nice little move there. Cheyenne Mountain in with 48 seconds left. Now their chance to try and win it. Ferda near the mid-circle, 41 seconds left. Excuse me, that's Walsh with it. Walsh being shoved. Walsh racing in.
Good play by Janata.
Good defense by Janata. 27 seconds left. Walsh trying to get around Janata, get to the front. Walsh trying to stop. Here's Papa with it, running to the middle. Ball's dislodged, shot from the turf, and a beautiful save by Selters. 14 seconds left, he bombs it up the field. O'Brien trying to catch it. Oh, it just missed O'Brien's stick in front of the net. This one slung back by Kelleher, and it will roll out of bounds with 4.2 seconds left.
Oh, that was almost a beautiful pass from Selters.
Selters just rifled it down the field. Selters again on the restart waiting, 4.2 left. He's going to fling it in towards the net, and that will go over everyone's head and out of bounds, and time expires in overtime period number 1.
Oh, my God. I've aged 5 years.
9-9, overtime. What a magnificent game that this has been. And it just seems like it's the game that's cardiologists in Erie are licking their chops right now. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Holy cow. There weren't very many chances in that. Cheyenne Mountain never really, they had one good shot on net. It was low. Selters got the stick down, made an easy save, and then he almost fed O'Brien for the game winner. Tigers, they've had a couple of good chances, but now I like this better because they're going to switch sides, and the score, if they score in this period, it's going to be right in front of the fans.
I would love to see a replay of that pass from Selters to O'Brien, and just
a bomb.
That was so close to O'Brien catching that, and that would have been a goal. I mean, the goalie came out to defend it, and O'Brien was right there. So second overtime period, we will switch sides. Now this is the goal that Erie has scored their comeback goals on in the fourth. Can they recapture that momentum? Do or die time for both teams.
Period
4
6.
minutes on the clock. Ashton Karch will come out to take the face-off here.
He's been real good on face-offs so far today. Can he win another one at a clutch moment? He's hyping up the fans.
Karch is ready for the ball. He was saying, let's go, let's do this. So here we go. Karch on the face-off dot. It's Karch versus Descaro. Karch wheels it back between his legs. He's closest to it, still being chopped around. It's in there, a long shot, and that goes wide. And Colin Selters closest to it.
It was going to go to Cheyenne Mountain cleanly off the face-off, but instead they shot it and Tigers get it.
So Selters will bring it up here for the Tigers, 3:45. They've started the clock. Den Hartog trying to leak in, give Selters a peek. Nice little play there by Karras. Karras with some space here. We'll wheel it off to Mundy. They want Den Hartog back out to change up the personnel here. Janata come out, and Cooper Riley will check in, and he'll immediately get the ball in a timeout called by Coach Mendy. A lot of timeouts being called here. It should allow us to keep our breath, but we're pacing back here. Our step counter has to be off the chart here today, as this game has been worthy of pacing. If you're listening at home, I don't know if you have any fingernails left, but if you do, here's the situation. The Tigers tied at 9 with Cheyenne Mountain in overtime number 2. 3:22 on the clock. They will have ball in the offensive zone. Next goal wins. So if Erie can cash in on this possession, they win the state championship.
Yep, golden goal. It's the best way to end an overtime game. I mean, gotta have that golden moment for one team, one shining moment, as they say. This either team, if they win this, it's a well-deserved win. I mean, Cheyenne Mountain, they dominated in that first half. Tigers, they fought hard. They scored with, what was that, 17 seconds left?
11, I think.
11, yeah.
Oh, goodness. In fact, 12 is what we put, but I think it was 11 point something. Liam Connors snuck it in on the near post. Now, Charlie O'Brien will start with it on the restart here. Coach Mandia calling something. Here come the Tigers. O'Brien off the restart. He will immediately run it in toward the X. O'Brien trying to use a screen and get it out toward the middle, right back to Karras. Karras at the X. Karras has it. Owen looking. Connors sprinting toward it. He'll catch it up high. Connors has it on the near side. He's even with the goal now, trying to run. Oh, it's jarred free and picked up by...
He's going to lose again. Oh.
And they're going to call a foul there on Liam Connors. No, a timeout was called. So Connors has it. That was a heck of a chop. Had it, and it was chopped out from behind, and Erie turns it over. Oh, they didn't even get a shot off.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. So 2:55 left. And at this point, Erie fans just numb. Too much anxiety over a prolonged period of time.
I would say both teams, honestly, at this point.
I said Erie cardiologists would be licking their chops. How about Erie therapists? They're going to be licking their chops, too. Good grief. This has been just an interesting game. It was all Cheyenne Mountain in the first half, and it just seemed like Cheyenne Mountain was unrelenting. And then with 6:36 left, Liam Connors scored to make it a 3-goal game. They came right back off the faceoff. Liam Connors scored again at 5:27. Then Cheyenne Mountain had a really long possession, did not result in a goal, and they turned it over. Tigers got it back, 3:01. Liam Connors again, his third straight, and it was a 1-goal game, and the Tigers, they peppered the goal with shots in that final minute, and it was Liam Connors that came up big with 12 seconds left to score 4 straight, and that's how we found ourselves in overtime. And here we are, 9-9 with 2:55 left in the second overtime period, and Cheyenne Mountain will get this started with their ball thrown in. Tigers trying to set up something defensively here. Kelleher has it. Passes into the middle. It's misfired. Oh, and it just went past Mundy's stick. Janata trying to scoop it. Mundy trying to pick it up. He was hit at the midline from behind. There's the whistle, and it will be Erie ball. There was the pressure. Erie forced the turnover. Now they have the ball.
That is great luck from the Tigers on that. Got some lucky bounces, and then Mundy just gets dumped down. Got a chance here.
O'Brien was streaking toward the net, and Mundy didn't quite want to pull the trigger there. Both teams a little tight here in the second overtime.
Who wouldn't be?
Yeah, I'm tight. So we are just kind of clenching our fists and holding our breath here up in the broadcast booth even. Owen Karras trying to use the screen of Liam Connors. Now he'll catch it near midfield. Connors in. Faked a shot, spins, trying to get in the middle. Oh, whiffled one in, and a nice save by Keller. I think that was going wide, but either way, it was a surprising shot by Connors. Pass over the head of the Hawk, but it falls into the stick and now into the offensive zone for Ferda. Ferda racing in. 2 minutes left to go. Ferda resets with Walsh. And now you just sit back because you're in the defensive end. Oh, man.
Holy moly. What a game.
1:40 on the clock. Cheyenne Mountain really taking their time here, just playing catch here near midfield. Now they'll get into some kind of offensive set. Almost a drop ball there, but Cheyenne Mountain does pick it up. With it is Walsh. Walsh looking. Cheyenne Mountain crowding the net now. Walsh will peel back out. He didn't like what he saw. Burns covering him. Walsh steps to his right. Open space. Shot just misses. Just missed wide. That was a heck of a look there for Cheyenne Mountain. Burns trying to get over and Janata trying to get in. It's a quick little man advantage there for Erie. For Cheyenne Mountain, and now Janata back in defensively there. Burns got caught in the defensive zone.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute. Toward the net. Ball get chopped free. Backhand shot score. It is over. The backhand goal scored by Logan Mika. It was a chopped ball. He picked it up. And heartbreak on the side of the Tigers and jubilation for the Cheyenne Mountain Hawks. They win their second straight state title. It came down to double overtime. I tell you what, the Tigers did not go down without putting up a fight. Cheyenne Mountain run over to their fans, and this is going to be a bitter pill to swallow for this Tiger team. They came so close. They forced double overtime, and just in the end, an unfortunate bounce. It was a shot that was deflected. It was great defense. The ball fell out into the middle of the carpet, and it was picked up and backhanded by Mika in one swoop, and it got past Selters. And the Tiger players surrounding Selters in net, everyone down to a knee, as the Tigers will be the state runner-up. A tough way to end this. A bitter pill to swallow, the furthest that the Tigers have gone in program history. I'll tell you what, they have a lot of juniors returning to the Erie Tigers, whereas Cheyenne Mountain, they graduate a crap ton of seniors.
Almost everybody.
Not that that's any consolation. It's really not. But how about a shout out to these guys who played their last lacrosse game for the Erie Tigers today. Carson Evans, senior. Ryan Burns, senior. Sean Davidson, Owen Karras, Alex Janata, Trey Kana, Colin Selters, Cooper Anderson, seniors. A lot of those making some big plays today for the Tigers. But the Tigers come up a little bit short. A final score in this one, 10-9. They still haven't put it up on the scoreboard, but 10-9, the final score, with Cheyenne Mountain defeating your Erie Tigers.
It's a tough way to end. That was a heck of a possession from the Hawks. Had a lucky bounce in front of the net and a great shot. That's a great way to win a state title.
You win it in double overtime. That is going to go down in the memories for both teams, really forever. You'll never forget this game that you played today. Tigers were the better team for one half, Cheyenne Mountain the better team for the other half, and in the end, both teams had their chances, but it was Cheyenne Mountain that capitalized on their one real good look they had.
Yep.
Well, Tiger fans, I am so pleased that you could join us for another year of broadcasting on the Erie Tiger Network. We'll have 2 non-sports broadcasts remaining this year. We will have the Academic Night of Excellence. That will be streamed live. Man, I can't even remember now. My days are starting running into each other. Is that
Tuesday.
Wednesday or
maybe Tuesday?
Thursday?
Maybe
I hope it's not tomorrow because we've got a golf regional tomorrow. I don't remember. And then we have graduation on Saturday, and that will be it. That will put the book on the 2022-2023 year. Thank you so much for joining us, Tiger fans. Thank you to all the students who worked so hard in class to make this a reality. Thank you to Dylan Richardson traveling out here calling this game with us. For everyone across the Erie Tiger Network, I'm Brandon Bird. Until next time, Tiger fans, I'll chirp at you later.